Okay, guys, so today we're going to work on setting up proportions for similar figures. So we're moving away from scale factor and we're going to do the proportional relationship. So we're just going to set up proportions, no solving today. Okay, and this is coming from different shapes. Okay, like you see here, we have a bigger triangle and a smaller triangle. Okay, so given two shapes that are similar, so we know these are similar because they have the same angles and it says they're similar. Okay, we're going to redraw the shapes in the same orientation. So that means we want to redraw it so they're facing the same way. So I know this angle right here and this angle right here are the same because they're marked like that. So I'm going to redraw triangle DEF so it's facing the same way as ABC. Okay, so that's the right angle right there. Okay, and D was the right angle, and then it goes across to E, and then up to F. Okay? And then we're going to label using our given letters. So when you draw these out, or you can do it on the computer with your tools, I'm going to color the sides that are the same. Okay? So I know this side, AC, is the same as FE. Okay? And then I'm going to pick a different color. And I'm going to make AB, this side right here, the same as FD. So that's the green side. And then I'm going to pick a different color in blue. I like using red, green, and blue. BC, that's my third side. It's going to be the same as DE. Okay? And they'll have numbers on it. Okay? So if the numbers are on blue and green, so we're going to put blue here and green here. And then I have a small triangle and the big triangle. And I put the numbers in their corresponding spots. Okay? And it'll make more sense when we do an example. So basically, redraw it so the shapes are facing the same direction and they look the same, and then color coordinate the sides so we know which colors they are. Okay, and then we'll put the correct numbers in the correct spots. So if we look at this, it says rectangle ABCD, and EFGH are similar. So that tells us this way, the way it's written in ABCD, so ABCD and EFGH, that means they're similar. So that means A goes with E, B goes with F, C goes with G, and D goes with H. Okay, so those match up. The way they're written are the same. That makes them similar. So we're going to write a proportion to help solve for the missing side. So I'm going to draw my little square here. Okay, and then I'm going to color code the sides. So A and B are the same. So A and B right here is the same as E and F. So I'm going to put EF here. Okay, and then I'm going to change colors. Do red. And then C and D, so I'm going to do C to D, is the same as G to H. So we're going to do G to H there. Okay, and then, and I forgot to redraw it. I'm sorry. If you want to redraw it, you can. Okay, and then I have B and C are the same as F and G. Okay, and then that leaves my last side the same. So I'm going to put yellow there. Or orange. Let's do orange. You can see it better. A to D and E to H. Okay, so I'm going to redraw this. This square, the same orientation. So it goes E, F, G, H. Okay, so A and E, B and F, C and G, D and H. Okay, so the X is on the HG side, so we're going to put an X here. And then the FG is where the 3 is, so we're going to put the 3 there. Okay, and then we're going to color code them. Let's color code them again. The red was C and D, so that should be the bottom. There we go. And then the blue was A and B, so that's the top. The green was B and C, that's the right side. And then the orange was A and D, so that's the left side. Okay, so now we have it all color coded. So let's look at this. I'm going to look at the big one. So that means the blue side should be 13. So I'm going to write blue right here. Blue. And then green. Okay, because on the big triangle, it's blue and green. So I'm going to write green right here. Okay, so that's the blue side and that's the green side. And then this one, let's put your big rectangle and your small rectangle. Okay, so on the big rectangle, I know it's 13 for the blue side and it's 4 for the green side. Okay, and then on my new triangle, oh no, look, we have green there, so that should be a 3. So we know the 3 on the small. But this one, the X is on the red side, and I don't have a red up here. Okay, but we know on rectangles, if we remember our attributes of our rectangles, if the sides are across from each other, parallel to each other, that means they're the same. So that means blue and red are the same on here. So if this is 13, that red is 13. So that means I can put the X right here with the blue. Okay. And then we cross multiply and divide, which we will do tomorrow. Okay. So we'll solve tomorrow. So that's all you have to do is to set it up. Okay. So color code, I would draw it down on a piece of paper if you have it. Color code it, and then that will help. If you know how to do it on the computer and you can do it on the computer like I do, then you can do that as well. Okay, but color coding really, really helps you see which ones are equivalent and which ones aren't. Okay. Okay, let's do the next example. Okay, same thing. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF below are similar. Okay, so I'm going to redraw. I'm going to redraw DEF. Okay, so it looks like this, like ABC here. Okay, so I'm going to redraw it. So it should look something like that. Okay, that was a little bad, but it'll look, let me see. Should be. There we go. Like that. There we go. And then so A goes with D, so D will go right there. B goes with E, so B and E goes right there because A's first, D's first. B's in the middle, E's in the middle. C is last, so F is last, so C and F are together. Okay, and that means E and D, so I have E and D here, that would be 2, so we're going to put 2 there, and then E and F have the 4 on it. Okay, let me draw my little square, Punnett square for you. You guys do Punnett squares in science, so this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, and I know I'm going to have a small one and a big one, so we're going to do small and big. Okay, so let's color code them now. So I'm going to start with red. Okay, I'm going to start with A and B being red. Ooh, that was bad. Okay, that means D and E are red because they're on the same side. And then I'm going to do blue. I'm going to go BC is blue, which means EF is blue. Okay, and then green. AC is green, so that means DF is green. Okay, I know that's not too great, but that's okay. So on the big one, it's red and blue that we need, okay? So I'm just going to go back to this color. So we're going to do red and blue. Okay, so on the small triangle, red is 2. Okay, because the red side's 2. And on the blue side, it is 4. So we're going to put 2 and 4 on the small side. On the big one, the red is 7. So we're going to put 7 there. And the blue is the X. Okay, so you should always have an X there. And that's all there is to it, guys. Let me show you the assignment really quick to help you out with that. And then we will go over, and then we will be finished for today. Okay, let me go here. So it's a Google Slides assignment. Okay, so on each of them, you're just going to drag whatever the right thing is to set up the proportion. Okay, so we're going to set up the labels and we're going to put the numbers in. Okay, so you're not going to use all of these. You're not going to use all of them, but you got to put the correct one. So I know small and big are always going to go here. So you're going to click on this right here, and then it makes that little plus sign, and I'm going to move it to small on that side, and I'm going to move this one to big on that side. Okay, and then label the top with whatever colors they are. Okay, and then put your correct numbers in there. But that's all you got to do. Just move them to their correct spots. Okay, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 5 problems, but there's a lot of little spots in here that are in there. Okay, so do your best. If you're still having problems and you're not understanding how to do it, you know how to get a hold of me. Okay, you guys have a great day. Bye.